Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for the morning of Friday. And we're sitting here now at the 13th, Friday the 13th. Think about that. 2023, 8:20 a.m. Central Time. All right, get your war thinking on. And that's what's going on right now. Gold up, fairly dramatic. This is a sell-off. It was up, if you think about it, $50 an ounce. Silver market, this is a sell-off. It was down, it was up 86 cents an ounce. Not going anywhere in copper. That's the property issue that's still going on in China. And you even came off a pretty good low here in the platinum market, reversing course $14 or so. So that's fairly important. The dollar is stable, as are most currencies. You would expect that. I'll get to this in a minute. A dramatic move happening on the energies, up $3. As you can see, and that, by the way, that's off 80 cents from its high. It was up almost $4 a barrel. 80 cents off here, almost $4 a barrel. And look at the dramatic move you're getting in heating oil. So what is going on? Well, you can see the bonds and notes getting a bid. Israel said 24 hours last night, get out of northern Gaza. We are coming in. That's basically what the message is. And Hamas has told people, you don't go anywhere. You stay right where it's at. It's Israeli propaganda as usual. And then they called on a rebellion around the world, Hamas, for all of its followers in America, anywhere in the world, to get up and create havoc. That's basically what they're telling them to do. So if you look around America, all the big cities, police presence kicked way up. Europe, it'll be the same thing. It'll be countries everywhere that have a Jewish population or cities that have a Jewish population, and they are on alert. So that alert at first put the stock market down. The market will be all over the board. This has nothing to do now with what is going on in the market, nothing to do with the bank earnings, which were a beat this morning, nothing to do with China, which continues to slow down. Surprise, not stabilizing. Nothing to do with the owner of Country Garden, the original founder, having to put in hundreds of millions of dollars to try to support the company. It's well short of what's needed, selling his own jets and so on. Nothing to do with the grain market, which continues to rally from yesterday's positive USDA, where the crops are coming in a little bit smaller. It's about one thing. Does the war spread? What happens if and when Israel invades Gaza? How long are they there? What is the impact? What does the aftermath look like before you even get in the front door? And this is it. Are you going to get Iran jumping into it? Is Lebanon, the Hezbollah there, going to jump into it? On a Syrian border, are they going to jump into it? Does the U.S. get pulled in, helping its ally Israel? This is big time. This is not little stuff. So if you go in as fast as you're up in these markets, doing this with the war premium, understand, should Israel decide, hey, we're really not going to do anything, they keep everybody second guessing, they just keep leveling, you walk in Sunday night, you're back the other way. So your bet here, if that's what you're playing, has nothing to do with chart action, has nothing to do with fundamentals. It's the projections of what happens if the invasion takes place, the war goes on, and other characters join in. That is what you're right now playing. If you can understand that, you're in pretty good shape. If not, well, I've done my best to explain it. So there you go, living in northern Gaza, they're moving. As for the import-export prices in the U.S., they got no fanfare at all. They were up 1/10. They expected them up 5/10, so you didn't import a lot of inflation. In terms of exporting, we exported less inflation than we did a month ago. And petroleum import prices were up 4.9%. They're going to be up probably a little more, depending on what goes on, obviously, in Israel. University of Michigan prelim, this is the prelim, October consumer sentiment. It's an important number, and that number is going to come out at 9 o'clock. We'll see just where that's done. Bank earnings were a beat across the board, complete beat across the board. In Chinese economy, CPI, PPI numbers, not good. And factory orders still in a small decline. So nothing positive happening there whatsoever. The question is, as we get closer and closer to the end of the month, China has prepared, and the question is, do they get it through their committees? Some infrastructure programs they're going to go with. They're obviously big number items, and we will see what that does to their economy. So those are the things you got to start thinking about. We're going to write about all this through the weekend. So we'll be talking what happens in the different markets. What's the impact going to be? I'm expecting, like the world is, that Israel didn't order the evacuation for no reason. They can't keep 350,000 soldiers indefinitely where they're at. Got to supply them, keep them going, materials, hurting their economy. Remember, 350,000 reservists to Israel takes the young people out of their jobs, middle-aged people out of their jobs. They've got to get on with business if business is what they're going to do. My guess is they're going to do the business. So you want to keep up with this. You want somebody that's going to write about it, tell you the impact of it one way or the other, what they're seeing. We want to be that people. Go to iraepstein.com, go in for our free offers on the top left, or move your cursor to the top here, give it a click, and away you go. I'm Ira. I will see you over the weekend with my weekend edition of my wrap-ups. Look for them more or less on Sunday. Don't look for them tonight or tomorrow. I will see you on Sunday. You take care.